Hello, I'm Patrick Linnell with CattleFax Closing Bell. Today's Closing Bell is sponsored by Zoetis. The parasite control portfolio from Zoetis gives you the flexibility you need. Backed by reliable science and quality manufacturing, you can be confident that Dectomax and Valbazin will consistently control internal and external parasites. Learn more at getlessparasites.com. The latest import and export trade data was released this week for the month of August. Beef exports were up 2.5%, the first month above year-ago levels since pre-COVID in March. The bulk of the growth came from exports to South Korea, with smaller increases to Canada, China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. Exports to China only accounted for 11 million pounds of the 268 million pounds of total exports, but was the largest single month on record for U.S. beef into China. Exports are expected to continue posting modest year-over-year growth for the remainder of the year. Beef imports continued to run large, up 32% from a year ago, with increases from Central and South America, as well as Australia and New Zealand. One factor driving the stout imports appears to be the high-quality grading of the domestic industry, limiting the production of select beef. While most consumers prefer higher quality, the domestic market for select products still exists. Limited select production in the U.S. is forcing buyers to look elsewhere to fulfill their needs. In terms of competing proteins, pork and broiler exports remain historically strong, posting 3.6% and 2.4% gains respectively. China continues to be a strong buyer of both proteins. Turning to this week's market, Fed cattle trade this week occurred at 108 to 109 live, with the higher trade later. This was $1 to $2 higher than last week. Dress trade was predominantly at 170 per hundredweight, up $2 from last week. Expect a continued firmer trend with generally stout beef demand and continued improvements to the front-end supply. Live cattle futures finished the week modestly firmer, as the nearby October contract closed higher 4 of the 5 days, gaining $1.70 per hundred on the week. Feeder cattle futures were pressured lower by higher corn prices. The nearby October feeder contract gave up $1.65 per hundred Friday to Friday. Large beef production last week pressured the box beef complex. Choice ended the week down $2.98, while select boxes retreated $4.52. Across the country, feeder cattle traded unevenly steady this week, from 1 lower to 2 higher. Increased calf offerings resulted in calf prices mostly steady to $4 lower. Market cows were 1 to 3 lower this week. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com to become a member and receive the latest market news and analysis.